Hello and welcome to another day in the life of a Japanese Warthunder main play. Well, no, a Japanese. I'm American. I speak English, at least sometimes, mostly. It's my first language, so if I don't speak English, then I'm just not speaking. uh, I play. This is Warthunder. Warthunder. I think it's just Warthunder. It's just Warthunder, and I'm a Japanese main. This means I play Japan. It's the USA main. There's like Italian main. I don't really play many other nations. It doesn't seem worth it too much because most nations have the same problem as Japan does, and that's even if they have good vehicles, the economy on them or how much money you earn in a fight with those vehicles basically means you're not getting any money back. So, I'm going to show you what the life of a Japanese main looks like. This is just I fool around with the American line a little bit. Why is my aviation not my aviation? Why is my aviation not my aviation? This is not what it's supposed to look like. I'll show you all the planes I unlocked for the US because I do like US planes a lot actually. So I unlocked all the way down to there. Unlocking this one, I've unlocked these two. I've unlocked all three of these. I unlocked all the SPDs because SPDs are actually really good. These Kingfishers, they are. I unlocked the PBY5 because that's actually pretty cool to use. TBD1, it's pretty fun. But yeah, these are all these. They're pretty cool. But I'll show you what it's like. As a Japanese main, as a Japan main, life is pretty bad because Japan has really the performance of their vehicles very good. The problem is none of their vehicles have any survivability or really durability to them. You can fly with half of a wing, but the thing is, you just aren't as durable as most other planes. I think this actually has armor in it. No, not really. No, there's a plane in here that had armor for the rear. There it is. This guy, your pilot is fairly well protected, but that is about it. Your pilot is protected, but that's it. So, we're gonna go to battle. I'm gonna show you what I mean. This thing is actually really good against enemy tanks, believe it or not. I'm really surprised by the performance of this thing here. I'm actually really excited to show you guys again what this thing actually can do. I think I already did a video. Well, I know I already did a video. I did a couple of videos, but I don't think I actually showed the key 109 very much. Let me see. How far along are we in here? There we go. What did I unlock last time? Was it something in the army? I know I have the Chinu. Been testing that out. It performs a lot like the Chihei. It can pierce other tanks, but it can't really do anything by itself because it has no real flippin' protection. This is expensive for no reason, really. These are all expensive, actually. Never mind, I take that back. Alright. The Chihei. Chinu 2. An actually modern cannon on it. These all are, yeah. These ones on the flank are actually post-war tanks. Well, not really tanks. These are tanks. Why do we have a Sherman over here? These are supposed to be scout vehicles. This line is supposed to be scout vehicles and light tanks. I don't know why a Sherman is. That is really random. The Sherman, there's a tank destroyer. The tank destroyer would make sense if it's really lightly armored, because then it's like a recon tank destroyer. But why is a Sherman there? I gotta look into that. Alright, let's see. Let me turn up my sound. Make sure my sound is working properly. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dang it. Man, I forgot to equip my 20 mils with something good in them. How you know that you can actually equip your cannons or your weapons with something good, different range, is you can click on them and there will be a tiny arrow down. And then when you click on the weapon with the tiny arrow, you can actually equip different types. So I got tracers in the tiny machine guns because those are really useful for telling where you're shooting at and maintaining target. Watch out for flipping team killers. Some people, it's possible to kill your teammates without shooting at them. You can distract your teammates by a lot, by shooting at them, but that's really all it will do. It's annoying. What you can do though is you can drop on your friends, and it will actually destroy them. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to attempt something really crazy here. I'm gonna try to get rid of this. Dang. Oh, why are we shooting so much faster now? We were not shooting this fast when I was using this plane last time. These guns usually shoot way slower. You trying to outturn me? No, you're just chasing somebody else down. Alright, I was about to say, I really can't aim. I've not been able to really hit anything. That usually is how it works. It's hard to actually get your target. Oh, there's a yak. 3. Zooming along through. Oh, friend. Oh, dang, we took each other out. Let's see, what else can we do? Bombers will not be useful for this mission. But we can use it. They're not going to be useful because literally all we're going to be doing is bombing AI units, but the AI units will actually attack, and most people don't know. They can actually capture the airfield. So I'm going to get rid of them in case if they do get to the airfield and try to capture it, and just not have to worry about it because they'll all be dead. Yay. Let's see. I know you can't tell because it looks like we're going pretty slow, but we're now going 365 and counting miles per hour, which is really fast for this propeller plane. I think the max on this is what, 480? 343. So usually a rule of thumb is that you don't want to go above your max flight speed, because it is more than possible to actually do so. It's just not very smart to do. He ain't want to mess with it. He ain't want to mess with it. I don't think we hit anything with our bomb, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and try to shred them up. Not it's this thing. That's this thing right here. This thing is really good on offensive capabilities, but not really good with anything else. It's got good turning, it has good climb, but the Key 27 has better climb, better agility, better turning. Really, the other key just is, the Key 61 is just really good speed and some good offensive capabilities. So one way. I don't mind participating in this wasp nest attack at all. This guy's being silly. If you see a bunch of enemy planes coming your way, you should probably try to get the heck out of Dodge. If you can't kill your enemy, you should get the heck out of Dodge. Unless if you're prepared to get shredded. Like, I'm about to be shredded right now. Oh, he's not facing me. I thought he was facing me. You can't actually climb away from you, guy. Hope you know that. Which one? Goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah, that guy's pretty deadly. That plane is pretty deadly. So we were not able to bomb anything. We have killed 3 planes. Holy. 8? 8 planes. Who's that? Who's been doing that? That Yak 9K. Where is he at? Is Yak 9K. It's a bomber on the ground that we can get rid of as well. Where's this Yak 9K? He's probably at B. Spitfire? No. He's smart. He's high up there in the air right now. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous boy. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know how we're still alive right now. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, I was about to say. Let's not turn because we got somebody on our tail. It flew right above us. And I think we got them in a spiral. That's one. There's one behind me. I don't have to worry about it too much. Is this guy up here I'm going to try to get? Oh, no, 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 no. Goodness gracious. Make sure you got good space for your mouse. Otherwise, you'll just run into that problem. Oh, yes. He's even in the climb? Oh, great. I might be able to steal this guy. I don't care. Nice. I think I just saved most of my allies there with that one flippin' kill. Alright, I'm gonna get shredded after this, but after this kill, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. Let's see if I can even land this kill here. Oh. Ah! Yeah. I killed 3. Killed 3. This means that I will make a lot of money. And now we have a bomber. A 75mm cannon. Let's just see what he can do. 83mm of penetration. Oh yeah. High explosive incendiary tracer shell. An APT, armor piercing tracer shell. I don't know why they're trying to treat this like a flippin' machine gun cannon. Because it's really not. I was about to pretend like I was a bomber for a second. I can actually afford to shoot from here. Let's see where I'm aiming at. Where they're landing towards. Nope. None of those hit. Not even close. Is that my tail gunner shooting? Probably. I gotta come out way around here. And come back in. Alright, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Beware of the fighters. Beware of the fighters. There we go. It's the end of the match, but I ruffled some feathers there. I ruffled some feathers there, and it is perfectly fine. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Really not possible to grind anything without a premium account. Premium account is pretty cheap. I understand what people say by just pay for it, but I don't think the game should be pay for win. But I understand why it is. It's because it is free to play, but pay to win. And I understand why. I don't like it, but I understand why. People have to make money. What is going on with the aviation right now? Yeah, so we currently technically should not be able to research this, but something happened with Warthunder. They did a economy update. Lots of people didn't like it. I didn't mind it, and it's not because I liked it or anything. I didn't mind it because it made some of these really expensive, like down here planes that were down here, got like put back up here. Like the Q-109 was literally a second gen plane, or no, first rank. It's like the third plane in research. The J1N1 was down here, which was pretty cool. It was all pretty cool. It was actually really smart for how they placed the planes. What was not okay was the economy updated stuff with the amount of coins and the research and all that. People didn't like it, and was I had mixed feelings about that. But as far as the plane placements, I actually really liked. I really liked them, but it was just kind of ridiculous what they were trying to do. So, um, because they moved a lot of stuff around. Like some of this, like this bomber, that bomber you saw me use, where is it? The B7A2 became rank 4, and there was something else moved up in here. I was really excited because I would finally be able to research it. I am able to research this, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep on researching it. But it was really weird what they were trying to do. What did I unlock last time that I was so excited about? I don't understand. Was it just a Chinu in general? I think it was just a Chinu. I just have yet to actually test it out. Which is a lie, because I definitely have tested it out. It only has 8 free repairs. Everything comes with 10 free repairs. You only have 2 free repairs left, but the thing is, this lineup only costs... This is really expensive, actually. Yeah, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. The lineup generally only costs 6,000. This airplane is in case if there's a lot of enemy planes in the air, and then I'll launch that, but I don't really use it, so I'm not too worried about it. It started off with like 25 free repairs. As you can see, it has 7 left. Same with this. This one has 16 left. These are really nice because these premium planes, you get more silver coins. The more you spend, the more money you make. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Why is that unfortunate? Because if you pay $60 to get, yes, just a single plane, $60. If you pay $60, that plane potentially will be able to earn more money and more research and be able to actually research literally everything in your tech tree. Is one of the more efficient ways to actually grind through your tech tree. Oh, it did also change this lineup. They made the H8K2. It was really sensible with how it moved around the planes. What was not sensible was the fact that some of the planes that moved around, they were trying to get rid of the coins, the amount of money it made. And if it didn't make as many coins, well, then it's going to be harder to research. It's just really bad. So, yeah. That's the distasteful part about it, is what I would say. Chinu. Play as the Chinu. We will go to the ground. We will fight on the ground. Use your binoculars. B. It costs nothing. With the binoculars, I will say, watch out with that tooltip. That is not for beginner players, is what I will say. Yes, you should use your binoculars occasionally, but the binoculars zero you in, and they have a really small range, but they look really far. So if you're sniping, or you're an advanced player, definitely, yeah, use your binoculars a lot more. Train on that. But if you're not, do not use your binoculars. You'll just end up dying to something that you don't see. That being said, I have a hard time. In any game I play, I'm usually better than 80% of players. 80 to, I'd say, 85. I'm always like top 10. No, not top 10. Top 15 to top 25%. Ah, yes, the famous D point. I love it. But, yeah. Top 15 to 25%. Not really good. I'm not bad. I make stupid mistakes, but I'm not bad. I'm not great at it either. I'm not pro level. A pro on his worst day is basically what I play on a good day. Meow. See you, T-50. That's a T-50? Is that a modern tank? I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking at now. Shoot. What am I supposed to be looking for? Where's the enemy at? Way off on my right flank. I know that much. I gotta watch out to my left here, too. The enemy is gonna be rolling up on me anytime soon. I gotta be watchful of it. Like that right there. Dang! Alright. Where did he hit me at? That's supposed to be a really strong part on my tank. Everybody's also really close. I never realized that. Everybody's like huddled up together in my tank. It's not a good thing. That's a very bad thing, to be honest. I actually want to be deployed up here. I usually like try to get into a bomber as fast as possible. A lot of people hate that. Like you're trying to play air mode in a ground battle. People hate that sometimes, but honestly, it's helpful. I view it as helpful and it's more realistic. It happened a lot in history. This is what I mean by it. Unless if you're a sniper or you're an advanced player, because if I was anywhere near the enemy, I would not want to be using these. Because first of all, you can't even really see where you're going with this. You can aim with this, technically speaking, but it's really hard to shoot with it because you're not technically allowed to fire while using your binoculars. I've seen people fire with their binoculars. I'm guessing they changed their key bindings a bit. Oh, there's a medium tank around here. Probably the same one that killed me. Let me go kill it. I'm gonna come out right around here. I'm gonna see if we can get there before they kill him. Or if I'll die before I get there, really. Wait! Dang it. As I literally get here. One person behind me. I wanted revenge. Guess I'll look up here. The rocks are in my way. I think. That or he's on the cliff. He's on the cliff. Get up there, boy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, boy. Make sure you stay very... Like, as you can see, the Chinu did not actually have a lot of protection. The armor that we were looking at, for a hot second that we looked at it, wasn't really worth anything. This tank doesn't even really have any armor on it. Unless you count... What the flip? Where did I get shot from? Yeah, this is why you have to stay. Dude, alright, I don't even count that, man. I blame the map for that one. Don't always trust the map. The map will constantly... Hold on. Okay, I was about to say. The map will lie to you. Not really on purpose, but it will tell you the enemy's like 20 meters somewhere else than where they really are at. We should be winning right now. I don't use the fighter if there's like only one plane in the air or something. I use the fighter when there's like six. Ow! Ow! Jerk. Is that the guy I just killed? Is that not the guy I just killed? Is that a completely different flippin' person that's up there? I don't know. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go make sure. So yeah, this giant Japanese tank, no real armor on it. They do have good guns. They're not bad guns. The first early tanks have abysmal guns. The only guns that really are good are the tank destroyers because they're like ridiculously huge guns. Is that my old corpse right there? She knew. The B point? What are y'all talking about? I hate how the flippin' map was telling me that they were over here where I'm at right now. They were actually like somewhere else entirely. Oh, ellipsy warning, ellipsy warning, ellipsy warning. Epilepsy warning, my bad. I used to call it ellipsy. It's epilepsy, but like someone got shot at. There's a tank relatively in front of me. He just got shot. He is not doing so well. There's a tank two in front of me. Down here. I'm gonna try and see if I can get him real quick before he kills my ally. What? Come on! You're lucky. Alright. Now we'll go in the Soki. No enemy planes in the sky, but that's fine. This tank can actually pierce anything from the side and the rear. It can't really pierce anything from the front. So I have to flank. Like, hard. So I'm gonna go do that. Take a left right on this road up here. What happened to this thing's reverse speed? This thing used to have at least good reverse speed. Come on now. Bull. Let's go. I'm leaving. This is ridiculous. It should be getting flanked by now by the other allied planes or tanks. I don't really want to deal with it. My allies can deal with that. I want to know what's over here. Desperate to pierce light tanks, just a general rule of thumb. Not always. Sometimes it's worse, sometimes it's better. Generally speaking, SPA can take care of light tanks, and light tanks can take care of medium tanks. Medium tanks can pierce heavy tanks. I'm gonna die here soon, I already know it. I tried to stop. I really did. I really did. I guess the right answer would have been to keep on going forward. But yeah, light tanks can take care of medium tanks. Medium tanks can take care of heavy tanks. Heavy tanks can take care of anything. Well, no. Generally speaking, heavy tanks struggle against other heavy tanks, but they can take out other heavy tanks. Tank destroyers can take out heavy tanks, but will struggle against light tanks. So there's just kind of a bit of rock, paper, scissors with it, is what I'm trying to say. And knowing this rock, paper, scissors really will help you out. If you guys do join or play this game, would you like, I don't know, use me as a reference? Um I can put my email, give out my email to those who request it. Probably not a lot of people because, giving out your email is not exactly very smart. But whoa, what? 40 air targets destroyed only? Oh, last month. Doy. I was about to say, like, only 40? Yeah, I was about to say. I've killed a lot of air targets, alright, man? I've killed a lot. A little bit over half of my deaths. I don't usually win a lot. I'm not that good. Not that good by a long shot. Not that good. Simulated battles used to be pretty interesting. Now I really only use them to grind bombers out. Might use it to grind out my other bomber. I don't know. This bomber moves way too slow for it. I'm not too sure if it would be worth it on this. So let's go ahead and jump into an air battle once we check the crew out here in a minute. Artillery support or filters? This thing's already fast enough. Actually, I might get a brake system instead, just because. Um, ooh, Hinomaru, accolade, accolade, cockade, Army Youth Tank School, Japan. I think this is in reference of Girls und Panzer, which is pretty funny. Girls und Panzer. I love how much they try to protect just the pilot. Said F everybody else in here. No, I'm kidding. They did try to do a fair bit of protection in general. It's just to protect everything. Very expensive in materials, production, when you can just pump out more planes and sacrifice more men, which realistically speaking, most nations in World War II could afford to kind of do. At least early war and mid war, late war, there was many nations struggling, people-wise, population-wise. Let me just check the crews, see if they unlocked anything cool that they can do. You can do anything you want. So you're gonna get G tolerance, because that's gonna be pretty cool on you. You can write me a song. Dang, it's a new one. I can tell you that it's a new one because oh no, it's not a new one. But I can't flip and buy anything. This is where it's really easy to actually buy a few oh no. Oh no. Go down, boys. Nope. There it goes. Alright. It's really easy to actually just stock up on universal backups and backups in general. Just be a bit careful about using too many backups. Really only try to use them if you're doing well and with planes that you know that you're going to succeed with. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time and money. Let's go into another battle. Actually, pardon me. I will be right. Honestly, I have no idea what to do with this vehicle. No idea what to do with this vehicle. I really don't know what to do with this vehicle. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. More airfields. Although at this point I should get more bombing missions, but, you know, airfields is fine. I think we'll do one more air battle and then one more land battle, depending on how long they both last. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. We can flip and tear everything apart. Uh-oh. Please leave me alone. I can already tell. I can already tell. Someone's on my tail, aren't they? No? Oh, thank goodness. Alright, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple of friendly fire things happen to me where people land on top of me, and it just ruins my day entirely because it'd be one thing if this was like World of Tanks or World of Warplanes. It's another because in this game, tanks dying and planes getting shot out of the sky, it's not free in the slightest. No, it costs a lot. Like, if this plane gets shot down, it cost me 1,000 silver coins. Usually, flying with the plane in and of itself earns you a few coins. Not a lot, but it earns you a few coins. Earns you a couple hundred, but I have to get a kill to get money back. You killing me at the start of the match inhibits me from getting enough coins to recoup the price of the battle. Oh, that plane's dead. It's a Japanese plane under fire or on fire. It's just gonna burn and die, more than likely. P400. I am all here for it. There we go. We got the destruction. Now, American plane, even under fire. Where is it at? Where is it at? I think I lost it. Oh no. I lost a plane. I think they're above me. Pull back. Pull through. There we go. Really don't be scared to get a little fancy with it. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Excuse me. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Do not try to be too fancy if you're being shot at. Just try to shake them off. Know what your plane is good at. Is your plane good at climbing? Is your plane good at turning? That will help you get rid of your enemies. 2 kills, 1 assist, that will earn me a lot of coins. A lot of coins. That looks like the heavy version of the Key 61. The heavy version of Key 61 has 20 millimeters, by the way. It's basically just a really light version of the zero line, and the zeros are really only good. Yeah, let's go with this one. Zeros really are only good with against like bombers and heavy fighters. They're pretty good against light fighters, but I've found like they don't have enough bullets for sustained fights. Like this key has a lot of rounds for sustained fights. It can go into contact with like 5 different planes easily and still have enough ammunition to pull out. You have to be really lucky in the Zeros and the Raidens and all of those to be able to try to pull off more than just like 3 what are they called? Confrontations. That's the word I'm trying to say. Strafe that guy. Pull off over here. Let's see if we can... No. We can't. Oh, we destroyed one. Oh, you think you're slick, yeah? Alright, somebody is coming to help him, kind of. He is losing all of his energy trying to turn. And I think I'm going to be able to get him. I have to turn into him, though. There we go. Let's go. Oh, 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 yep. Alright, I might die. I might die here soon. Usually, if you're on fire, what you immediately want to do is cause a lot of G's. So you want to turn something. Nope. Alright, that didn't work. You're not always going to be lucky with it. Something else you could try to do is land, but I only thought of that after I was already trying to go up. Which means that I was not going to be able to do that easily. There's an armored car on B. I think that's what actually captured it. I think that is legitimately what captured B. So I'm going to punish that car. Kidding, kind of. I'll do it. I'll do it. Commitment. This plane can act like an interceptor. It really can. It has 20 mils on it. It is really good cannons on it that can actually shoot forward. The only thing is, it has no agility. No agility whatsoever. You can't really turn with it. You can't really rise up with it too much. It's really only good for boom and zoom and then vertical line racing. And it's not even that fast to be vertical line racing. It is really fast. Don't get me wrong. It is actually pretty fast. But it's not fast enough to justify trying to outrace your enemies, to be fairly honest. To be fairly honest. Like, I'm going 450 miles per hour right now. That is very fast. Realistically speaking, this plane can probably go 410 miles per hour without ripping apart. This plane should be ripped apart right now. This is an AA placement. It's gonna just stay right there, kind of. Let's place a bomb. Let's make sure. I did hit him. We got a key 44 on our tail. Actually, it's not even going to pay attention to us. That is perfectly fine with me, honestly. That's a biplane. It should not be even here right now. I'm going to be fairly honest. As you can see, we can climb pretty well. We can go very fast in a straight line. But our agility is atrocious, and as soon as we lose all of our energy, that is going to be pretty much it for us. And that's going to be like right now. That was 1,000 I'm going to have to pay for. 1,200. But I did kill, I think, 2 or 3. I've killed 4 already, or something like that. I'll check after. Yeah, I've killed 4, so I'm not too worried about it. One of those. Oh, and I do have an assist. So yeah, I should be making more than enough money now. Should be making 6 to 8,000. So I'm not too worried about losses right now, because that is more than enough to recoup anything I lose here. Now, the purpose is not to just make barely even. So I'm going to be trying to get kills, but what I'm trying to say is that that's an acceptable loss I'm willing to take. We do have to control the skies a lot more. We are rolling in with the second wave, more or less. There's not usually waves of people that come in. There's usually only, like, technically 2. The first wave and the second wave. But there might be more than one, depending on how the match goes, who dies when, and whatnot. Why is this guy trying to raise up? What are these guys trying to do here? Ah, it lagged. That guy's dead. That guy should be dead any moment now. Leave me alone. Ah. How did I know it's going to catch on fire? Ah, goodness gracious. Here we go. He's on fire. Is that me? Please tell me that was me. No, raise, 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 raise. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go! Let's go! Yeah, minimal damage. This is not minimal damage. I am in real trouble right now. I am in really good, like, really bad state right now. Let's see. I might actually want to just start up my engines again to try and go up. Cut them off. Twist in the air, twist in the air, twist in the air, twist in the air. Flaps. Gear down. Oh, forget you, boy. Please break. Please break. Please break. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Hurry up and stop, bro. We're dead. Goodness gracious. Took like a whole 5 minutes to stop. I have to improve my brake button. Hold on. While I set my brake button. That was annoying. Where's the brake? Dude. Oh, here we go. Mechanization. Toggle gear, G. Flaps. Toggle air brake, H. I don't think that's it. Cancel. Flaps up, flaps down, switch sweep, wing mode, ignite boosters, drag, shoot, thrust, reversal, weaponry, I don't care about that. Camera control, I don't care. Miscellaneous. Is it supposed to be H that's the brake? I really hope so. We'll see. That was annoying is what I'm trying to say. No. Okay. I don't know why I chose this plane. This might be another waste of money. But considering that we did take out another plane and a half there, that should be a fair amount of coin. So we should be fine. Let's see if we can do this right. I don't know what happened to that guy. He just, like, exploded mid-air. I'm not going to shoot until, like, last second. Did this guy... Oh, no, he crashed. I wonder if he realizes I'm, like, right behind him. I think he notices now. I think he knows now. What do you think? Does he know? Key 44. I kind of want one of these guys to go on my tail. Preferably not the interceptor. That will tear me apart. 9 times out of 10, you don't want an interceptor on your tail as a bomber. Really, as any plane, but especially as a bomber. They have a tendency to mess up planes. You know, it's kind of what they're built to do. Fighters do the same thing, but interceptors are like fighters on crack when it comes to offensive output, but they cannot. Usually, they don't have very good offensive or defensive capabilities, such as agility or anything like that. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. 16K. Let me see. Soft landing. Oh, with the critically damaged aircraft. I like that. I like that a lot. So we got another one of those. What's this? We got cover. That's really, these are essential upgrades for the JAM, J2M. New cannons in general. Get fuel injection. I typically don't like to get my fighters. I did give them bombs when I use them for ground warfare, but I realized it's not really efficient. Typically I don't like giving my fighters that. Is that a spotlight? This thing has a spotlight on it. We have a spotlight for the tank cannon. That is kind of really aggressive minded. Yes, we'll use a spotlight, but this giant flashlight will be useless in the air. We'll be thousands of feet away. That does not matter. We'll still use it. Oh my goodness, you guys are insane. I love it. That's so stupid. Ooh. Logistical services. Still only rank 2. It should be fine for now. Awareness. Let me see the difference. The skill does not. The skill affects the range at which enemies are detected in the vicinity, but not directly in front of it. Thus, the higher the skill, the earlier the markers for enemies will become available. Where he can detect enemy in front of himself. Okay. Alright. So, let me see. Line of sight, detection range. Detection range against the sun. Alright. Altitude difference between look down detection range. Alright. Usually 2 seconds. Let's get that on board. Unless if this is... Yeah, this is absolute identification. This is for absolute identification. I'm guessing that's for, like, recognizing exactly what the enemy plane actually is in the vicinity. I don't know what is written on these sides, but that actually looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty cool. Whatever's written on these looks pretty cool. It's probably like, do not stand on or something like that. I'm dumb. Oh, right. You don't need defensive things like that. You will save up for the 240, as a matter of fact. No, that'd be useless on you. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. That's useless on you. Let's make sure you're... Yeah. No, you're gonna only be for the air and for the navy, from what I know. Yeah. Reload speed. Sure. Yeah, that's what you were meant for. Surely. It's exactly what I intended. Hold on a minute. I could give it a bunch of levels there. Give it that there. Now, let's go. Fuse set accuracy, main caliber, speed. There we go. That's what I want. Do we want a naval battle in here? I'm only trying to make this video like an hour long. Oh my goodness. Well, I meant an hour and a half long. We should go ahead. Let's try a second land battle. Hopefully we'll do a lot better with this battle. I'll remember not to trust the map as much. That was silly of me, honestly. I know better than that, but it's alright. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in with the Chiha long gun. Chia. Chia. I don't remember Chia Pets. Chia. Chia Pets. I hate going down this road, especially with allies on this road, or even enemies. It always gives me anxiety, because it only takes a little nudge to get pushed into the flippin' river, and then you will lose your entire tank. Which a-hole just did that? Would y'all stop shooting? I had somebody follow me around and shoot me the entire time. They gave away my position. I wish there was a way to report people mid-battle, because that stuff is annoying, and those people deserve to get kicked from the game. You should not, your experience should not be inhibiting your team. It's one thing if it's inhibiting the enemy, but it's another when you're inhibiting your own teammates. Don't do that. Again, this is a game where losing a tank, losing battles, is more than just, oh, it's just a game, more or less. Because it can really be stressful in the sense that it puts people back, it sets people back. You'll make them flippin' have to spend more time to recoup the money they just lost, and thus making a game which is supposed to be fun into almost a job. And a game shouldn't be like that. And yes, Warthunder already has this problem in the way that's built. But people should not work to make that harder. If anything, they should work against it. And shooting friendlies and sabotaging their game is not a way to help anybody, but really yourself. In a sick and twisted way. And that's if that's even really helping you. Some people do it just because they can do it. They don't even enjoy it necessarily. They do it just because they can. And it's annoying. Is there anybody that I can shoot over here? There's somebody over here. Ah! Hello, friend. Dang it. Never mind. Just hurry up and get me into a better position. I can't shoot. I can't do nothing against this guy. Let's see if y'all can buy me 40 seconds. Oh, you killed him. One of them, anyways. I am completely useless right now. Why aren't you zooming out? Zoom out for me. There's an enemy plane. No, that's friendly. I'm stupid. Alright. I am big dumb. Good for them? Question mark. Well, we're about to be fixed. I thought we would have died by now, but we might have some luck. There we go. I just recouped anything I would have lost. Oh my goodness. There is tanks over there somewhere. I'm not going that way. I'm at a disadvantage. Go into here more. Really, I'm at a disadvantage anywhere I go. This is really a bad map for this tank. This tank is only good in the plains type of area. Oh, you're right there. Really? That's it? That's it? That's all it does? Okay. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Whatever. I recouped the money from that. Anyways. 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 Let's go. Like I said, that gun really, the long gun, Chiha long gun, is really only effective in the plains because it has no protection whatsoever. Not even a little. Its protection is supposed to be its speed, and it's not even that fast. Its speed and its range. Its speed to disengage, and its range to shoot the enemy before it's even noticed. But as y'all can see, it doesn't even really work. Whatever. Oh, I actually hit it. Nice. Let me get into cover or something. So I don't get like this idiot and shoot while I'm out in the open or something. There's more tanks out over here. Let me just range this real quick. $750. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think this is actually 750, to be fairly honest. I think that was a false range I was given. It's alright. Why is it showing up a red circle? I don't like being up there because you are fairly exposed up there. You have no real protection. I need... Yeah, that. Maybe straight more. I don't want to be anywhere near that bomb. I heard that bomb drop. I'm so scared. I don't think any of these Japanese tanks have stabilizers till they get to, like, end game stuff. You really gotta pay attention with these flippin' city battles, and I hate them. Realistically speaking, you would not send tanks into battle. Not even against other infantry, or, like, infantry or other tanks. You'd send in other infantry. You might lose more men. You'd send in IFVs and more infantry. That's what you send. You wouldn't just send in infantry. You wouldn't just send in tanks. That is dangerous. You are running heavy risks at losing your tanks. Expensive pieces of equipment that are really valuable if used correctly. Oh, there's an enemy right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. I did nothing. I did nothing. That did nothing. I am dead. I am dead. I am now dead. Die. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. Come at me, bro. I see you. Goodness gracious, I should have just took the shot and tracked him. I should have just tracked him. Oh, get flanked, fool. So we have the means to punish them from the sky. Let it rain from the sky. Hopefully there's not a lot of enemy fighters in the area. There was some enemy fighters from what I saw, but a lot of them did stupid things and ran into the ground. I gotta remember to watch my altitude. Not let it get below, like, 500, I'm guessing. I was gonna say 1,000, but I realized, like, I already have to get pretty low for this. This is like an AC-130 with just the cannon on it, and it's actually pretty amazing, the way it functions. No! Oh my goodness, I got so scared. I'm so scared. Is that an enemy tank? There's almost certainly an enemy tank. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, leave, leave. Woo! We did get hit. We got hit pretty heavily. Alright, so what we gotta do is gotta raise up pretty high. Let me even it all out. Take a nice little turn. I do talk to myself while I play, so... Come on, aim! You fool! You just cost... Ah, what was that? That feels like another plane, but it might totally be SPAA. Fuel starvation? How? Are we going too fast? Are we going too fast for the plane? 320? No, there's no way we're going too fast. That usually happens if you're going like straight up or... Oh, yeah. Raise up. Stay up. Stop turning too early. Shoot at that fudger. What? A plane burnt down? Really? We're behind enemy lines too. I really hope we win this battle so I can get recovered. That's not a real function. I kind of wish it was. Like being able to recoup the scrap. It kind of is. If you win the battle, you get like plus 50% for winning the battle. I don't know what to do with this tank. I just realized, like, we can't really do anything with this thing. It is mostly light tanks from what I can see on the battlefield. Light tanks and SPAAs that are left on the enemy team as well. So, we should be safe, relatively speaking. I gotta flippin' fine-tune how I control with the bomber. There's a couple times that I could have shot and killed somebody, but I couldn't. But if I controlled the plane right, I could have. If I got the gun in the right position and stuff, I could have. That's one plane. Yeah, this thing doesn't have, like, the Soki I thought was going to be really good. It really isn't. It used to have a lot better of reverse. I was about to say, only 6,000? What the flip? It used to have a really good reverse, but now it doesn't. It's brakes. Transmission for better speed, more acceleration. Then we're going to have better brakes so we can actually stop. I used to think brakes were completely useless, but they really are not useless. They're just not good. Should get adjustment of fire, I think. Yeah. Weapon spread. Horizontal drive. Turret slewing rate. We actually need both of these things because these guns move abysmally slow. It's a tank. Hmm. How long has it been? 18. Well, I think I'm gonna cut it for today. I think that's good for today. So I will see you all next time. This is a cute little, show off. I'm just gonna show you. It's like 50 millimeters here. You think that's pretty good. The equivalent is 70, 50. Let's just look at the Sherman. Their minimum is 60, but the effectiveness is 90, 100, 100. Let's look at the other one that we got. Effectiveness here is 40, 40. Effectively, what the Japanese tanks are medium tank cannons with anti-tank piercing levels, having light tank armor on them is effectively what it has. So it goes as fast as a medium tank. It's only as armored as like a light tank of the similar size. Because this thing, yeah, it only has 28 millimeters, but its effective thickness, because of the angle, is 46 millimeters, which is literally only 20% less than our medium tank. I really think they need to reclassify some of those Japanese tanks, because like the Chi-He There's no way you can call this a flippin' medium tank, bro. It has 50, 35, 34. It literally reads like a light tank. Its cannon, mind you, is only a 47 millimeter. There's really no reason to call this a medium tank other than the fact that it's technically more armored than a light tank technically would be, or typically would be. And the weirdest part is, if you did call it a light tank, you would be wrong to the Japanese in the sense that when this tank was made, it functioned like a medium tank. It functioned like a medium tank because it was going against the Chinese, who had very few tanks in their own possession. They actually had almost just as many mid-war, just as many tanks as the Japanese had, but the tanks they were using were mostly Russian and Chinese tanks because of Lend-Lease. The Russians were giving them a few tanks, not many, and the Americans were giving them tanks, quite a few, but not a whole lot. So the Japanese did go up against tanks, but most of the tanks they were going up against were Stuarts. They're going up against Stuarts. They were going up against light tanks, so they developed and designed tanks to go up against light armored and people in bunkers and machine guns to make sure they could mow down the human waves that the Chinese would use during those times in World War II. These tanks are not made to be effectively medium tanks. They're not made to go up against the actual American tanks they would be going up against in the mid to late war. This gun, like this tank, 63, 64. Let's see, what's the maximum rating that we can really get? 144. That's on this. If you nick it, it gets to 144, but realistically, it would be like 60, 80, I guess. That's the one I'll accept. 56, 57, 88, 88, okay. This one, I will admit, is way more acceptable to call a medium tank. It's acceptable. I really wouldn't call this a medium tank either. I'd call this a heavy light, like a reinforced light tank is what I would call it, to be fairly honest. A reinforced light tank. The same thing that the Germans did. The Germans, they made a tank. I don't remember which one, but it was like the Panzer III or like the Panzer IV. And then what they did is they basically just reinforced and slapped 10 more centimeters of steel. And it basically became a medium tank. But effectively, it was just like a heavily armored light tank. And it was not very good. And the Japanese just kind of, from what I see, adopted that style because they were only going against the Chinese for a very long period. And it really worked. Against infantry, this tank is actually really good against infantry. If used wisely, I should say. If you throw it in a city, like what they try to keep on doing, then you throw this thing into a city, and it will get torn apart because the sides only have like 20 millimeters steel, and that can be pierced by like 308, if I'm not mistaken. That can be pierced by like 7.7 millimeters. If not, it can definitely be pierced by 50 cal, which the Chinese did have access to, or rocket launchers, which the Chinese also had access to. So yeah, it's not impossible. Really easy to actually pierce some of this. I can actually let's just do it like this. Touching that. Okay, so none of this can really get pierced. Okay. But if I did US and then we said, yeah, 12 millimeter. No, it can't get pierced by 12 mil. Alright, so it is good against 50 cal somehow. Believe it or not. What? I am baffled. Typically, 25 millimeters would not be enough Yeah, this would destroy it because that's the vents. There's technically no armor here. So yeah, we'll just call it there. And yeah, I guess not that easy, but RPGs, which the Chinese were given a limited number of, and anti-tank cannons, howitzers, World War I howitzers, which the Chinese did have a lot of, would just roll through this. It's not very heavily armored, realistically speaking. Um, Throw a like if you liked the video. If you didn't, go ahead and dislike it. If you like more content, think about throwing in a subscription. Subscribe. And have a nice day.